I don't like being right. To give some context, right? There's a video that didn't go up yesterday. I actually scrapped the entire making of it because I thought a lot of my choice words were a little too much. Also, I revealed some parts of myself that I'm not really proud of in that one. But it was basically just about the Chud Builder. And I said that he was going to go and shoot someone, that his actions were extremely erratic, that what he was doing was going to end up getting someone shot. Now, I decided not to post it once more. And for those that don't know, as of the news, is that the Chud Builder has put someone on life support, basically. Well, I don't know if life support, I'm not going to say it's life support, but he's put someone in the hospital because, well, he fucking shot him. And he's also in the hospital right now. Apparently for self-inflicted wounds, so either that was something unrelated, because apparently this happened on stream, but I cannot find the clip for the life of me. And so either this was self-inflicted on something, or was something else. Could have fucking committed a GTA 5. It's the Chud Builder, of course. But I want to talk about some of the people defending this motherfucker, right? I want to talk about, right, someone points out, right, how he goes around and talks shit and all this stuff because he has a gun. And, Dr. Chad, the Hog Charpy 4, fucking gay-ass fucking name, right, goes in, it's like, and physically assaulting people, because they said words, is it a pussy behavior? You will never believe what the Chud Builder has done! No way, right? You could ever look at the Chud Builder and said that he's never done this. He has quite literally threatened to mace people after he has told them to come closer. You know, inviting them to come closer. And then he gets mad when they come closer. And it's not like even like the threaten way. Like, he literally says, come closer, come closer. So, mind you, if you do that shit, that's not a threat. It's not a threat to ask someone to come closer. It is not. And we all have seen the clip. We all know what I'm talking about. This guy's full of shit. And these people, it's just like, I hate being right. I don't like playing this card of, whenever I say something, I'm always right. That is ridiculous to me. Obviously, I'm not right on everything. But when it comes to these online situations, I seem to have a good record for some fucking reason at this point. I literally said in the deleted audio that he was going to shoot someone. He was going to put someone in the hospital or in the grave. And he did it! He literally... Oh my god. You think right. After he has said he wouldn't stream anymore, after, you know, he started to kind of realize his entire life was ruined because he decided to be a fucking retard on the internet, and now he's fucked around and find out. And I'm not saying this, right, as to act like, finally, we got him. I wish that he didn't have to get arrested with someone getting shot, but the fact that people are defending this while knowing the shit he says are just racists trying to fucking justify it, alright? I'm sorry, but if you defend the Chud Builder for any of the shit he has said, you're a fucking racist. I am sorry. I don't like being the fucking Twitter head that says everything you do is racist. I always like to find, you know, common ground, or, you know, maybe someone is literally just ignorant. But if you are defending the Chud Builder, you are a genuine racist. There's just nothing else I could say. I'm not gonna call you anything special, right? Because calling you retarded is already too much of a fucking compliment. You are a racist. Literally, what this man has done is over and over again committed hate crimes over and over again, edited videos to make random black people look extreme. Like, you can't tell me, right? There was anything wrong with a guy that had a car parked on the fire lane to help with his pregnant girlfriend. because she was working and he didn't want her to walk that far. He was there, he was picking her up, and then he was leaving. It was literally like a minute with that shit. Like max like 5 minutes, right? There was no fires going on. And what made Chad Builder mad wasn't the fact of him parking in the fire lane. It was his fucking skin color. He immediately said he was chipping out, calling him a hard R. You are trying to tell me that all this man does is say, words, and if you get offended, you're a pussy? I'm sorry, but when you make people cry on camera and then you start laughing about it, who's the pussy? Genuinely tell me. Who is the pussy? This isn't like a Minecraft trolling, right? Where all he did to these people was blow up their Minecraft builds. And now they're having like a sissy fit over it, okay? He is literally committing hate crimes. He is literally being racist to these people. And for those people to say, oh, words are just words, you don't know what that person has gone through. I can admit, when someone calls me the hard R, yes, of course it is just a word. Because guess what? I'm not black. I don't grow up in a black community. I only started to stop being racist at the tail end of middle school. Still picking my words carefully, because I get it. I'm fucking stupid sometimes. So, of course, I'm not going to be offended. Okay, of course white people, when they're called the hard R, aren't going to be offended. And I'm not saying that every black person you call a certain word is going to start raging and shit and foaming from the mouth, right? But obviously some people are, because these words directly affect them. There's a reason why I'm not going on my streams, right, and calling autistic people retarded. There's a reason why I'm not going out with a camera, going up to Down syndrome people and calling them Downies to their face. You know how bad that would be? Imagine that a random person you don't even fucking know is literally harassing you based on your skin color, and if you react in any sort of way, you're the one in fucking cuffs. Now, I'm not going to, encourage some of these people's actions in the videos, but I don't blame them for being upset, alright? Believe it or not, I don't like being called tranny. As much as I have, funny it off. Obviously, I don't fucking like that. I have been called it in real life, and it has deeply upset me. So that is something I can relate to. Yes, tranny is just a word, but is it a word that affects me? Just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean that the word doesn't have power. A lot of people, right, like to say that words don't have power, when that is absolutely not true. 100% not true. You'd think, right, after we've studied Hitler's fucking speeches, right, that we would understand that words have power. You'd think, right, after years and years of segregation and slavery, with the rise of Martin Luther King, one of the greatest minds of his time, you'd think, right, people would understand that words do in fact have power. Now, yes, some words, right, you give them as much power as you feed into it, right? Like, I feel like if you just said fuck you to a random guy, of course he shouldn't be offended by that, alright? It's a swear word. I'm not attacking him personally if I say that. But obviously, right, if you were going to be saying a slur that was used to discriminate and bully people for centuries, and a lot of people like to say, oh, let's just reclaim the word so that, when we all say it, nobody, no matter what happens, the history's rewritten. It's like, you can't rewrite history. And second of all, to ignore the history of something is even worse. Honestly, it is worse than just calling someone the N-word to be racist. Because you are just literally openly admitting that you want to remove the history behind something because you want to say it. Right? And I get it, right? Words over time change. Like the word faggot has changed from its original meaning to being just another word for calling someone a fucking retard, to, hating gay people. I can admit that words over time do change. But honestly, are you really going to argue that we were really changing the definition of the N-word, alright? And mind you, and I'm not going to say it because I don't know how to properly pronounce it, and I don't want to do the racist version of it. But, the knee, that word, that is, like, the only word that's, like, you kind of have, a defense for. Because it means black in Spanish, and that's where it came from. But there's no way you're going to hear the hard ER and be like, yeah, only changed the original meaning. Because it was literally used as a twist off of the original word to be racist and demean people. So you can't go out here and try to tell me that what the Chud Builder has been doing isn't been worse than you guys keep making it out to be. Because again, he wasn't just pussy words, alright? He was quite literally attacking people just because of their skin color. And mind you, right, this official explanation of, oh, I didn't want to say it, right? I really didn't want to say it. But they were being so mean to me that I just had to. Like, is that really such a good fucking defense? Alright, a black guy, let's make a hypothetical situation. A black guy goes over and fucking knocks your drink off. Does that make it okay to fucking call him the hard R, start getting your whip out and asking him to go to the cotton fields? Are we seriously on that level of fucking stupidity that just because someone's bad, that means you have to be worse? Like this, we're not at war with black people. This is 2026. I'd like to say any fucking hard fighting between black people you'd think would end by now. But the only people that are fighting this made-up war is these fucking weirdos on Twitter. Literally, before Elon fucking snapped his fingers and made the shittiest platform known to man even shittier, believe it or not, random people didn't think of this, alright? When you did see people do blackface, it was for ignorance. When you did hear people call people the N-word or the hard I, it was out of ignorance. People, and now I'm not saying everyone was, there was definitely a lot of fucking racists in that, but you couldn't make the argument that people were blissfully unaware. When you saw, the fucking cat fucker Shane Dawson do it, it was obviously a skit. Obviously he wasn't fucking hoping that Tobias was back in his fucking fields, alright? So nowadays you just don't have that anymore, alright? Because we are more educated than we ever have been, honestly. More politically aware, mind you. So you'd think, right, people would understand that it's not okay to do this shit. Literally, we went from having no real quarrels of it and, stuff just being off the radar to people making everything a fucking race war. And do you want to... Hold up. I'm still a bit sick, so let me get a water. Anyways, as I was saying, right, the only people holding up this culture war are these fucking racists on Twitter, right? Mind you, Chad has lied to your faces, right? Lied saying that, everyone was harassing his autistic son, right? The same son that he hasn't been near or hasn't even talked to for years. And you're trying to tell me that, now people are harassing. Also, right, why would people harass his autistic son for something that he does? I get it, right? People online can be fucking weird. But holy shit, this is a new level of, come on, we're not gonna believe this shit. And if you genuinely side with this man, I am sorry. I feel so bad for you. But you are just part of the problem. You are part of this problem of people just saying shit to get clicks. People fucking baiting you into believing shit, alright? And here's the thing, Chud the Builder's not even the fucking first person to do this. From huge creators like Kirsch and fucking Nick Fuentes to smaller motherfuckers like Smug Elena. They've all been selling you this on this lie that we're all in turmoil. There's a gender war. There's a race war going on. But here's the thing, it's not happening. It's not. And whatever, like if I were to go out and say my opinion in public right fucking now, there's going to be people that don't give a shit. We actively still have the right to say whatever we want. Twitter motherfuckers are a different breed. I could still go out and fucking yell, I want a banana shoved up my ass, probably in the Dollar General, and then the only thing I get in the return is a ban. I could still say it in the Dollar General. So, let's all be fucking real here. The only people, you know, wanting all this, let's fight for the fucking crackers. Let's go out there and make sure the women know that, you know, men still matter, right? Or the people, right, that are actively censoring your words, lying to you, stealing your money, and selling you on an idea, right, that hasn't been such a huge problem since the 80s. Alright? If anything, we've gotten better since the 80s. It's assets like this that keep regressing us back. So, next time, think about the fucking motherfucker you put in office. You know exactly what I'm referencing to. I fucking read it, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the orange man if he wants to fucking kill me, he can fucking come over. I'm a good hide and seeker, alright? I'm a fat ass and I don't know how to end this video. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm not gonna edit this and make this a big spectacle because I'm still kind of sick and I don't want to put too much effort in this. Just please tell me, y'all. Like, am I crazy for thinking that what this guy is doing is fucking retarded in its surface level bullshit? So yeah, don't harass people I mentioned. Don't harass people I mentioned. I only reference the name so that people know if they really want to see where this tweet came from, they can go. But don't harass people. Don't be a dickhead. Don't put yourself on the same level as these fucking dickheads. And I'd see you in the next one. Bye.